Got a present for you. Uploading the information now.
Receiving. Sure is a lot of security.
And that's that.
Anything on the news?
Tragic news for dog lovers. The latest target of scammers are online puppy buyers, those seeking the comfort of canine companionship via the internet.
Many organizations have received complaints from buyers who have been taken in by multiple false claims, including the dreaded Nigerian of dollars.
Consumers have been asked not to trust any pictures of puppies they are sent. According to the Humane Society, just because you receive a picture from someone on the web does not...
Take credit for the attack.
Yes, I've told you everything. Everything? No, I think we will need more than that.
But I don't know what happened in Moscow. There was someone there, a man. Thornton,
Enough about this Thornton already. He's dead. Dead in Saudi Arabia. What about the shipments? I thought you made sure we weren't being followed. Oh man, I'm gonna be pissed. Better clean up this mess then.
Russians. What the hell are they doing here? being shipped somewhere. Almost done, but I want to know who they were torturing. Let me ID them and then I'm out of here.
All right, but hurry. Mike, you've got less than a minute. Mike, get out of there.
Got an ID and some papers he had on him.
Good. Now get out of there. They're almost outside the warehouse. They're pulling up now.
Roman police raided a warehouse in the
Mike?
district
Huh?
earlier today on
Oh.
reports that it was being used
Sorry, long day.
international arms smuggling.
I imagine.
No shots were
I saw what happened at the warehouse on the news. There wasn't any reports of you being taken into custody, though, so I wasn't sure what had happened.
They spotted me at the warehouse, so I had to think quickly. I got the intel I needed, but it made getting out a lot harder.
Are you hurt?
No, just need to get my second wind. I have to travel in the morning anyway if I want to find out what's going on in the ruins.
I noticed you had medical supplies in the cabinet. If you want, I could...
I don't need medical attention, I'm fine.
Do you ever slow down? You've been running yourself ragged ever since I've met you. If you're always like this...
I have to be. These people I'm after, they're on a timetable I'm still trying to catch up with.
You'll catch them, Mike. I know it.
I think you're about the best break I've had in catching them since I arrived in Rome. Thanks. You should get some sleep, Madison.
Roman police raided a warehouse in the Apria district earlier today on reports that it was being used as the hub of an international arms smuggling operation. No shots were fired during the raid, as police discovered several dead bodies in what appeared to be a deal gone bad. Have an opinion on today's events? Log on to our website and take today's lightning poll. Your opinion is important to us. Titled Death by Mosquito, Mrs. Fran Walmock of Clearwater, Florida wrote, "Now that I know how many diseases mosquitoes carry, I know you'd think the government would do
Alright, I'm at the ruins.
And the bike?
It's close by. It's a nice ride. Looks like the area is under renovation.
The site's closed to the public, Mike. You shouldn't run into any civilians.
doing here?
Must be the connection Shahid mentioned.
I'm going in for a closer look.
Trying to take in all the sights I see.
Good to see how the renovations are going. Don't need these munitions finding their way into Rome. Better destroy them while I'm here. That's one. What is this place?
If it's beneath the bath, it's probably where they kept the fires. To heat up the bathwater.
So, you majored in architecture.
No. Ancient Roman plumbing. With a minor in architecture. Your signal's breaking up a little, Mike.
Must be the ghosts down here.
Are you in the catacombs?
Yeah, but not for much longer. Curses. Hope the world doesn't end up like this if Halbeck fucks it up.
You and me both. I've got a link to all the transmissions to this station, but I'll need some time to trace the signal's origin.
So, I just stand here and wait?
Now you know how I feel. Just make sure nothing interferes with the station until I finish the trace.
Then? What then? We've got trouble, don't we?
Protect the trace, Mike. If we lose it now...
Don't worry, they're not getting anywhere near it.
The signal's origin is in Rome.
Keep coming, assholes. I got plenty of bullets.
It looks like a dummy corporation. Cross-referencing with known contacts. Hold on, Mike, I almost have it. Got it. We're good, Mike. Transmitting the information to the safe house. Mike, what did you do?
Erasing my tracks and the weapons.
Caught your exploits on the news. At least you had your shooting gallery escapade outside the city limits.
I accomplished the mission, that's all you need to know.
That covers the warehouse and the Pompeii ruins. With those two leads, is there any clue as to what Marburg is up to? We don't have anything else to go on.
Marburg wasn't expecting me at either location. My guess is he's gonna get rattled, try to pull off his big plan early.
I hope there's enough time to stop him.
We don't have much choice. Between the information from the warehouse and the ruins, I need to dig a little, but there's gotta be something there. Marburg was able to get the munitions into the country through Al-Samad, but the warehouse was the destination of the bombs.
He wasn't planning to destroy the warehouse, though, right? Was he planning to store the bombs there, use them later in Rome?
Well, that doesn't make much sense. The warehouse was on the outskirts of Rome. There's plenty of other storage areas he could have used.
So there was something special about that warehouse. Its inventory. It's mostly art and museum pieces, right?
I could call up the inventory and see if there's any possible name or location connection.
Were any of the warehouse pieces outbound through customs? Maybe he was smuggling weapons and art pieces.
I doubt it. It looks like the pieces were intended for a museum in the city. Although... Wait, no. Some of the pieces had already been shipped out.
To where? I used to work part-time in restoration in one of the museums. I may be able to help. It's actually part of the reason Marburg hired me, I think.
Marburg hired you because you used to work at a museum?
Yeah, the Museum of Art in Rome. I think they have an exhibit on the Crusades showcase there now. What's wrong?
Some of the pieces in that warehouse. I'm certain they were from that museum.
He's going to bomb the museum. But why?
I have no idea, but that's his target. I need to get there before he does. I'm in the museum.
Mike, I just picked something up on the cameras. It's Marburg's men. They have Madison.
Damn it. Is there anyone in the museum?
It's normal hours. A few tour groups, security guards. It's a light day for tourists. But that's still a lot of people if the bomb goes off.
I won't let it happen.
Mike, you need to hurry.
Why? What's going on?
It sounds like Marburg's men are attacking the security guards. Mike, what are you doing?
Agent Thornton, you made it. Good. That makes things interesting. We have Madison. She's being held in the west wing of the museum. My men have orders to execute her.
That where your bombs are too?
No, the bombs are with me at the Crusades exhibit. You won't have time to reach both. Either way, someone dies.
You're right about that, Marburg. Why don't you stay put? I'll be right there.
Left or right, Thornton? Your choice. Madison, or coming after me and the bombs. There's not time for both.
Mike, Madison. She's in the wing to your left, but the bombs are in the wing to the right.
Which way should I go?
I don't know, Mike. You'll have to make the call. But I don't think Marburg is bluffing. Mike, they've sealed off the entrance to the other wing.
Guess there's only one.
Mike, I'm picking up some interference on the channel. And judging from the frequencies, there's some proximity lines near your station.
I'll keep an eye out.
Another detonation charge ready to go.
Mike, get out of here! Marburg is.
It's over. Let her go.
Do as he says. Deus Vult. You brought it on her.
You psychopathic son of a bitch.
Enough of this. Stay focused. Watch yourself. Keep on struggling. I expected more from a self-appointed hero. You are disposable and obsolete.
It beats being dead, but you'll know all about that in a minute.
I think you'll see Miss St. James before I do, Thornton.
Keep talking. Lets me know where to shoot.
It doesn't have to end like this. The authorities are on their way. You've won. The bombs are defused. There's nothing left for you to do here.
Except stop you.
From what? I failed. The authorities get here, they'll arrest us both. I'll be out in an hour. You will die in prison.
Guess I better kill you before they get here.
Enough of this.
Damn it, he's getting away.
There's nothing you can do now, Mike. Get out of there. There'll be another time.
So you chose Rome. I underestimated you. Marburg did not. He said you were a pragmatist, that you would carry out your mission.
I couldn't let the bombing happen.
I hope you don't blame me for her death. Marburg wanted you to save her. Not out of any emotional tie, mind you. For him, it was business.
Tragedy in the wake of the thwarted terror attack on the ruins of Karsule.
A shame.
A second attack.
But you can't save everyone, Michael.
Claimed the life of an American employee of the veteran
If I had been in your shoes,
Madison St. James was
well,
killed
I don't know what I
in
would
a
have
terrorist
done.
escape attempt. Italian authorities have announced that a
Stopping you took precedence. It was my fault she was there, but I couldn't let you go through with your bombing.
Indeed. After Saudi Arabia, I always thought your mission came first. That's what made you so useful.
It was useless. Stopping that bombing, it wouldn't have benefited you.
Really? That's because you have a very narrow view of events.
Then tell me what the bigger picture is.
I can't expect you to keep up with every news report. I have an entire division devoted to it, plus my extra hole. The bombing was intended to reorganize terrorist legislation in the European Union.
So what? How does that benefit you?
The reorganization was to benefit Helbeck. Surveillance, airport screening tech, weapons. Mr. Marburg's little crusade in Rome was to remind Europe what fear is.
So you killed Madison for profit?
No, Mike, you did. You brought her into this mess. You had her take you to Marburg despite the risks, and then you failed to protect her. Blame me all you want, but step back and think about it. You must have thought about it. When it was all over, you were the big hero. Saved all of Rome. When things were quiet, no one shooting at you. No bombs. What did you think about then?
Operator? Hello?
Or else what? Or people you care about will start to die.
A terrorist attack on the ruins of Karsule was thwarted today by an undisclosed branch of Italian law enforcement. The Italian government has not released the name of the organization involved, citing security concerns. Have an opinion on today's events? Log on to our website and take today's lightning poll. Your opinion is important to us. On our story entitled Death by Mosquito, Mrs. Fran Walmart of Clearwater, Florida wrote, "Now that I know how many diseases mosquitoes carry, I never let my kids outside after school anymore. You'd think the government would do something about this." You can read Fran and many other viewers' comments on our chatback page. Roman police raided a warehouse in the Apria district earlier today on reports that it was being used as the hub of an international arms smuggling operation. No shots were fired during the raid, as police discovered several dead bodies in what appeared to be a deal gone bad. Tragic news for dog lovers. The latest target of scammers are online puppy buyers, those seeking the comfort of canine companionship via the internet.
Many organizations have received.
This is it? After Rome and Moscow, I was expecting something a little more upscale.
Stop being a smartass and go use the shower.
That might be more tempting if you were here.
In your dreams, Mike.
Are you sure about this?
Positive. Trust me.
Okay.
See? What did I tell you?
I love you. Marry me?
Whoa there, cowboy. Don't get too excited by the hardware. Now that you've made it to Taipei, what are your plans?
Priority 1 is to find out more about this assassination attempt.
Agreed. How are you going to go about it?
I've got 3 leads to start with. This Stephen Heck guy seems like he knows what's going on in Taipei. He might be able to answer some questions.
Be careful, Mike. I've checked my databanks, and I can't find any evidence that Stephen Heck has ever worked for the CIA.
I'll be on my guard. There's also that anomalous data trail from Shahid's system. Any luck tracing it down?
I managed to follow it back to a place in the warehouse district. I'm forwarding the address to you now. What's the final lead?
Simple. Follow the money. Shahid was funneling large amounts of money to a front corporation for the White Oak Mountain Triad. I think I can persuade them to tell me why.
Sounds like you've got everything figured out.
That's just the kind of guy I am.
Just be careful.
Always.
A terrorist attack on the ruins of Karsule was thwarted today. The Chinese have always held the official.
I'm here to see the Red Lion. I'm a friend of the Sheik. Hong Sure, my name is Michael Thornton. I think you have information I need.
I know many things. Most of them would be useful to someone, I'm sure. What is it you want from me, Mr. Thornton? I have no interest in bantering with an American cowboy. It upsets my digestion. Please, get to the point.
Someone is planning to assassinate Ronald's son. You've been receiving transfers of funds from Shahid. I'd be willing to pay to see if these two facts are connected.
Interesting. I admire a man who presents a business proposal clearly and succinctly. Mr. Thornton, a man in my position does not get to be a man in my position without knowing the value of a good trade.
I can understand that. I suppose the question is what you need.
Some of my lieutenants seem to think they would do better without my loving guidance and gentle hand. They have set up shop in a disreputable part of town. Now, if you were to discourage them, I will tell you what I know.
You don't even know me. Why trust me with something like this? Why not use your own people?
My own people are known to these roads. You, on the other hand, look enough like an ignorant Guaylo tourist that they might only mug you.
Well, when you put it that way, it's hard to argue. All right, Mr. Hong.
I knew you would see the wisdom of this deal, Mr. Thornton. Contact me again when my wayward children have been dealt with, huh? Oh, and Mr. Thornton.
Yeah?
Don't call me Mr. Hong.
In the back. With you in a sec, buddy. Not too uncomfortable, I hope. Now this is dry cleaning solution. Active ingredient is perchloroethylene. Gets stains out like a champ. Like a champ, Wen. Believe you me.
Steve Heck, I'm here on business. Agency.
Sure.
Business.
Be right with you. Oh, and you call me Steve again. Cut your thumbs off with cigar clippers. Okay? So you remember where they are now, do you? Candy dish. Ah, that does it, Wen. You know I don't like sweet... Oh, the candy dish! That's right! That's where I left my keys. Should have said something earlier, Wen. You see what I almost made you drink? Good old Wen. Always getting into antics. Anywho, what can I do you for?
I got a line on somebody aiming to assassinate President Sung. I was hoping you might be able to help me with that.
You're new in town. I don't think I've tortured you yet.
Sorry.
Why didn't you come say hello when you arrived? Couldn't find the place? If I hadn't been with Wen here, I would have made the time to seek you out.
I wasn't sure if you had what I needed to know.
I know a lot about a lot of things. Like, for instance, did you know that in the 1960s, the CIA surgically jammed a mic and antenna into a cat for an op codenamed Acoustic Kitty?
No, I've never heard that. Have you heard of anything relevant to my previous question?
Oh, it's relevant. Just between you and me. And Wen. You're with the agency, am I right?
Yeah, kind of. It's complicated.
Say no more, Agent.
Mike will do. Steve.
Steven. I'm an agent myself.
You don't say.
Yeah, I work for a division of the CIA that doesn't officially exist. Super secret. They just kind of turned me loose and let me go nuts.
Uh-huh. So, can you help me or not?
Depends. How do I know you are who you say you are? I have to ask because, funny story, one time a salesman came in and I thought he was buying secrets about the German Chancellor's security detail.
You heard about Rome and Moscow, right?
The International Hockey Championships? Oh yeah, that was something.
No. The U.S. Embassy attack and the incident at the museum.
Really? Well, I definitely heard of that thing you just said. All right, color me convinced. So, Ronald Sung, huh? Hey, did you ever notice his name's an anagram for lard on guns? Ironic, isn't it?
Yeah. Guess it is.
Ronnie Sung, Ronnie Sung. What do you want to know, Mike? Personal demons, pant size, political capital, sexual proclivities?
I've got some intelligence that suggests someone in Taipei wants Sung dead. You've got an ear to the ground here, thought you might know more.
Political assassinations. Yeah, those are fun. One time I took out an entire soccer stadium just to kill the premier of Namibia. Hey, did you know at 400 miles an hour, soccer balls can decapitate people?
I didn't. But Sung?
Sure. I can tell you this, Mike. There's a big conference coming up at the Grand Hotel. Sung's gonna be there, along with a few dozen EU bigwigs and the like.
So you're suggesting I infiltrate the hotel. Why?
Taiwanese National Security Bureau is providing the security. You think those cats don't just have oodles of stuff on everybody who might want their boss dead?
Wouldn't be too hard to slip in and borrow some of that information.
Knew that would appeal to you, Mike. Hey, give me a call when you head that way. I'd like to be in on this.
You got it. Is this Scarlet? This is...
Mike, from the plane, right?
You remembered.
You didn't give me a reason to forget.
Heard you were in Taipei, thought I'd call.
So, it takes me coming to Taipei for you to get back to me?
About your offer of exchanging information.
I remember. Do you have something?
I'm here in town trying to find out all I can about President Sung and the upcoming rally.
Sung? Why? Is there something wrong?
His life is in danger.
Why do you think that?
I have an inside source. He's a target, and I need to warn him. I don't have a lot of friends here in Taipei, and certainly not ones with press credentials who can move freely. Can you help me?
What did you have in mind?
A little covert operation, if you're up for it.
I might be. I'd need the details first.
I'll fire them over, along with a location to meet up.
All right, then. Talk to you soon, Mike.
Everybody online?
In position in the lobby.
In position to rain death on my enemies.
We need the NSB's threat analysis. What we don't need is to be added to their list. I want minimal confrontation and no civilian casualties.
What are you expecting me to do, Mike? Bludgeon a wandering guard to death with a camera?
Actually, that last part was mostly for Steven.
Anybody ever tell you you're a real wet blanket, Mike?
Steven, you're with me. There will be a map of the conference in the security office. You're gonna be my distraction.
Can do, Mike. Would you prefer a hot distraction or a loud distraction?
What's the difference?
Hot distractions have more fire.
No casualties, Steven. Especially not civilians. Are we clear?
Yeah, sure. No bodies.
Scarlet, I need you to stay in the lobby for now. Hang out in the bar, see if you can find me a lonely convention attendee.
And do what with him exactly?
Talk him up, find out something useful. Use some of those ace reporter skills I hear so much about.
Sure, Mike.
Should be a piece of cake for you.
I'll call you as soon as I have anything. What about me?
You stay in touch with everybody. Keep us all up to date on what's going on. Can you get into the security system?
Already done.
Okay, everybody knows the score? Then let's move out. Remember, people, this is our one chance to get this intel. Let's do it right. Good luck, Thornton out.
Heads up, Mike. The administrative offices are under guard. And they've got security cameras set up.
Hey, buddy, do you like those TV cooking shows?
Huh? Bam! Ha! Poor dumb bastard. He never saw it coming.
Nice distraction. Thanks, Steve.
Mike, what are you doing?
Bingo. Got the conference map. And there's the NSB station. Looks like some parts of the hotel are locked off with keycard locks.
Then you better watch for opportunities to get one. You need to get to this information.
Mike!
Tell me something I don't know.
This guy's head.
Mike, it's Scarlet. I've got something for you.
Great, let's have it.
A certain Halbeck security officer has a distinct weakness for Mai Tais and redheads, in that order.
Get anything useful out of him?
Not much. Just his room key.
He didn't happen to have an access pass for the elevators to the convention floor, did he?
You know, funny enough, I think he did.
That's perfect. You did great, Scarlet.
One more little surprise for you. I managed to snap a picture of him. It seems like if security were told it was the face of a known sex offender.
That would make a nice distraction for hotel security. Good call.
Meet me in the restroom by the VIP suite. I'll give you what I have.
On my way.
Here you go, Mike.
You're the best. I ever tell you that?
Not often enough, I think.
Thanks, Scarlet.
I'll be seeing you, Mike.
Did I just hear
Mike,
that?
you've got 2 guards ahead, patrolling the penthouse floor. Stop shooting!
These conferences are a waste of time. What are you doing here?
Alright, I've got the access badge and a floor plan of the hotel. Looks like the express elevator in the penthouse goes straight to the conference floor.
Good work, Mike. The NSB is patrolling the area. If you watch their pattern, you should be able to find a gap in their patrol and move past without them seeing you.
And that should do it. I wonder if Taiwan has a version of Megan's Law. Damn it.
Mike, security just started rounding up guests and escorting them away from the lobby.
Got it.
Hey, that's swell, Mike. Really great. You think you could do me a solid and find a file on the NSB servers for me?
I guess. What file?
Mine. It'd mean a lot to me.
Sure. I'll take a look.
You're the best, Mike.
Hear about that thing in Rome? Yeah.
This is interesting.
What is it?
NSB file on Omen Dang. General description, basic intel. I'm downloading this.
Anything of more immediate use?
Some attempt at infiltration into his organization was made, and before the agent in question was killed, he was able to bug some important intel.
That could be useful.
You're telling me.
Hey, Mike, you're not gonna go and do something like forget to wipe my file for me, are you?
That last hack set off their system alarms. I do this, we might have to shoot our way out.
Mike, what did you do? NSB security just went to full alert. You're going to need to cancel the security lockdown to get out of there. Hurry, Mike. According to the hotel blueprints, there should be a security terminal off the lobby, the second floor.
Steven, do you copy?
Like a floppy. What's up?
I took care of that file you asked me about. As far as the NSB is concerned, there's nobody in the world named Stephen Heck.
Hey, that's great, Mike. Mind you, it'll make things harder for little Stephen Jr. suddenly having no legal identity, but hey, thanks anyways.
Sure, no problem. doors are locked. I needed...
Steven,
I'm checking the
you said distraction. Is distracting enough?
There's some access tunnels
Heck.
underground. They should lead you right out. Just get
Where?
out of there. Service area behind the reception desk. Go.
On my way. Okay, I'm at the elevator. You sure this will get me out?
Positive. The elevator leads to those access tunnels. You can slip out before the authorities know you're gone.
Got it.